Nikola Tesla. If you don't know about him, he was a scientist and an inventor and a really cool cat who experienced and he was actually born in Croatia in a little place called Smiljan. And when he was born, the night that he was born, actually it was July 9th and it was becoming July 10th, and it was 1856, I believe. 1856? Yeah, that's right, I think. And when he was born, the night that he was born, his mother's in labor. She was having a hard time with it, and there was a storm going on nearby, and all this thunder and terrible lightning was happening. And while he was born, the midwife said to him, hey, you know what? Your son was just born during this lightning storm, okay? So your new son is a child of the storm. And the mother's reply was, no, he is a child of the light. And I think that that's beautiful and interesting. And from studying his life, I feel a connection to him on a couple of different levels, but I'll let you figure out those. So, that's Nikola. Spelled Nikola. Alright, so anyway, let's move on to this music. I'm just going to read for you a quick and easy. I have my Bluetooth in, and people will think I'm just not all that crazy. Speaking of Tesla and how I identify with him. Revelations 1. And I'm reading from the Good News version, but that's just because it was the first available this morning in my bag. There are plenty of other translations, and I unfortunately do not know enough about translations to be any sort of proponent or to tell you which one to read. I don't know enough about any of that. But Revelations. This book is about what Jesus Christ revealed, which God gave him, to show to God's servants what must happen very soon. Christ made these things known to his servant John by sending his angel to him, and John has told all that he had seen. This is the report concerning the message from God and the truth revealed by Jesus Christ. Happy is the one who reads this book, and happy are those who listen to the words of this prophetic message and obey what is written in this book. For the time is near, when all this will happen. So, that's the beginning of Revelations. The two pieces I told you already that I had begun this series on Revelations already. The two pieces that I have done, the first one relates to an eye, and I'll show you that later on in a clip. And the second one has to do with a horseman. So both those paintings I'll reveal a little bit later on, and talk to you a little bit about the significance in them. Okay, so let's talk about immunity for just a second. There's plenty of stuff out there right now, and all you have to do is Google just about anything, and you can come up with plenty of information on immune systems. One of them, for example, being a silly little book that is kind of cool. You know, it usually pops up a lot whenever you look for immunity, and I have some of my plants inside of it from local scenarios for identification purposes for foraging. The first, let's see, 200 pages of this thing? No, the first 100 pages of it. The first 87, because this is going over the top 100 immunity boosters or whatever. The first 87 of them are common sense. They are nothing but, well, it's all common sense, but those are nothing but fruits and veggies. Absolutely nothing but. That's all that's in there. So just do the fruits and veggies thing, man. It's fabulous. Do the fruits and veggies thing, man. It's fabulous. It really is good for you, and it really does enliven your sense of energy and your definite sense of purpose and your awareness as far as things around you and your environment and the natural feel of things. Sensuality even. But I would recommend it 100%. Then you get into the back of the book, and it goes through, and it starts with chamomile and echinacea. Of course, it goes over the elderberry. Woohoo! That didn't get its name for no reason. I mean, it's called the elderberry. And as you study plants, you'll come across the fact that the plants are creatively named, intensely so, on purpose. People are always cracking on me pretty hardcore because everywhere I go, when I eat food, whatever I'm eating, I pepper it. A black pepper, black pepper, black pepper. In fact, my mother, bless her heart, is always telling me I'm going to get stomach cancer from the amount of black pepper that I consume. Also, cayenne pepper. In addition, I would suggest getting a hold of some passion flower if you can, and certainly aloe vera, not topical. I'm not referring to the topical right now. Star anise plant, which I've spoken in reference to previously, and also the balls from the sweet gum tree. If you can find those, get them. Research skullcap. Don't touch skullcap till you research skullcap. Definitely, of course, the blueberry thing. Right now, I just went to the store. I was so pleased to find they had cranberries, blueberries, all that frozen. Of course, it's better to get it fresh. Organic is what I was referring. I would recommend stocking up on food. Just why not? I mean, especially, well, in our area, there's always the hurricane threat, so that's a good idea to be stocked, but why not do it? It's just a preventative, and I'm like a Boy Scout man. It's much better to be prepared. When Piper and I are driving along and we're talking about water, she's not allowed to ever say anything bad about water, because water is the beverage. It's God's beverage. So she's kind of learned that Mommy freaks out if she says anything even remotely bad about water. Speaking of, I gotta get my attention. But I found these fabulous vitamins that are gummy, that are fruits and veggies, that are organic, that are, you know, from this one company that's not very well known, that my daughter just loves those. And if you can find a vitamin that you dig, that you trust, yeah. The teas in general, herbal teas in general, good idea to go ahead and get acquainted with the herbal teas. And I don't know what my take is on vitamin water yet. I haven't researched it. 14 aircraft above my home, and just more than the norm. It is starting to get a little cloudy, so I'm going to have to take all this electrical equipment and go inside. Speaking of Tesla, definitely increased. I've had that. Here we go, more plants. I would like to note that the plant activity that has been from my house is excessive. From the viewer standpoint, I'm going out and buying more plants too, because I do grow some, but I'm just going to stock up on some more varieties that are known to boost immunity, boost immunity, boost immunity, boost immunity, boost immunity. Using oil raw. It's starting to get a little cloudy, so I'm going to have to take all this electrical equipment and go inside, speaking of Tesla. Hopefully I'll be able to get that today if the weather cooperates, because it's starting to look a little cloudy. But I want to get out there and get some nibbling on and show you some of the nibbles. What a beautiful bird. Alright, take care. And wow, I'm going to definitely have to edit this. It's too long. Peace.